Welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It's Jeffrey Guterman again. Welcome to the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. It's Jeffrey Guterman again. And we've got a ball game. Sure we do. Chicago White Sox at the California Angels. I just got to set it up. No more avoiding the game, Kathy Harden. Oh, you're funny as hell. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you have to confront those things that you've been avoiding. I'm doing okay, and I hope you're okay. Let me just set up these lineups, okay? And there's more that I'd love to avoid, but indeed. Oh, that is good coffee. Let me set up these lineups here and fielding ratings, and we'll be ready to play ball. Oh. Oh. Buck Rogers. Christ. There's going to be a nameless player. Too bad. Rhodes Scholar. I'm looking for a 1969 Buck Rogers. Aren't you amazing? To even anticipate it. I used him as a nameless player before. Buck Rogers. Rodgers. I'm looking for a Buck Rogers. How'd you know I was looking? Lord, you're amazing. 1969 Buck Rogers. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, where the hell is McLaughlin now? Here he is. Let me throw these fielding ratings in, folks, and we'll see if he comes through. If you have a problem with it, I'll go pull a nameless player, sir. Amazing how he came in right at that moment. That's amazing. Oh, okay. Rhodes Scholar. He's amazing. He's just too freaking amazing. There's our player. And I can't begin to thank you, sir. Really. Look at him. He's a pretty good catcher. He's a 2-0 E6. A switch hitter, mind you. Can't even begin to thank you, Rhodes Scholar. You are a Rhodes Scholar and a gentleman. Thank you. How can I begin to even express my gratitude? Thank you, Rhodes Scholar. I'm not going to think nothing of it. I'm just going to say I'm very grateful. I am not going to do that at all. Think nothing of it. Well, everybody, it's Jeffrey Guterman, and I'm doing okay right now. And I got to tell you, I am sick and tired of being depressed and anxious, especially the anxiety. Sick and tired of worrying. And I have decided, okay, we'll have a great game, Rhodes Scholar, however we define great game, and we will call it square. Indeed. And I don't want to worry anymore so much. And I'm determined not to. And to just deal with what's going on. It's nothing life-threatening. And I am here on a Thursday morning. We have Rhodes Scholar here, who just afforded us with Buck Rogers, which is so cool to be able to use a card for a nameless player instead. I would subscribe to that. What'd you say? It's $6.50 a month or something? But I don't know. If my ship comes in, I'll do it. We have the game we avoided. It's the Chicago White Sox at the California Angels. It's Billy Wynn for the White Sox. He's won 4. Jim McLaughlin for the Angels. He has won 6. We avoided this game. I will say we have another good one after this without skipping around. And it will be Atlanta at Cincinnati. Pirates beat the Cubs yesterday. Actually, it's today's date. I think it was 4-3 in the top of the 11th. They scored what was the winning run. In our next game, Atlanta at Cincinnati, Ron Reed for Atlanta and George Culver. Now that's a spot starter for the Reds. After that, we have the Yanks at Cleveland, Baltimore at Detroit, then San Francisco at Houston, which is important, Philly at New York, which is important. It goes on all there. And then at the last game, we have a few more games, and then Montreal at St. Louis. St. Louis in pressure to win again to maintain their 3.5 game lead. We have Kathy Harden for the Angels. We have Rhodes Scholar here. I assume that Card Viewer app, Road Scholar, has a search. I guess there's a search function. You can put in the year and the player or something like that, and it comes up, I assume. I'm going to go through the starting lineups here. This is the final game of a 4-game series. White Sox took the first game, California the second, and then the White Sox took the third game. So California looking to get a sweep here. After text 650, save my money and let you share. Thank you, Road Scholar. I assume that you use it for yourself, though. Not just helping me out. For the Chicago White Sox, leading off Angel Bravo in center field. Batting second at shortstop, Louis Aparicio. Batting third and right, Walt Williams. Batting cleanup at third base, Bill Melton. Batting fifth at first, Gail Hopkins. Batting sixth in left field, Bob Christian. Batting seventh and catching, Ed Herman. Batting eighth at second base, Bobby Knopp. And the pitcher batting ninth, Billy Wynn. I like to do the opening lineups in this formal way just to sort of create a... Oh, okay. Oh, right, Road Scholar. For the California Angels, it's Sandy Alomar leading off at second. You do use it, good. Batting second at first, Jim Spencer. Batting third, the shortstop, Jim Fregosi. The cleanup hitter, and I was in no mood yesterday for his pranks. The cleanup hitter in center field, Jay Johnstone. We hope he will keep it cool today. Batting fifth in left field, Rick Reichart. Batting sixth in right field, Bill Voss. Batting seventh at third base, Aurelio Rodriguez. Batting eighth, the catcher, Buck Rogers. And batting ninth, the pitcher, Jim McLaughlin. In just a moment, we expect the Angels to take the field. It's been a 4-game series. This is the 4th game. Again, the White Sox won the first and the last game, the 3rd game. California won the 2nd. And any moment we expect the Angels to take the field here in the Big A. And the Angels take the field. It's Jim McLaughlin on the mound. And it's Jeffrey Guterman here. In Studio B. Kurt Miller notes Buck Rogers was buried behind Bill Freehan in the Tiger organization. Angels drafted him in the expansion draft. I guess that I'm going to say that was for the 61 Angels, I assume you're saying. And he spent 8 seasons as the #1 catcher, but not this year. Not this year. He had 46 at-bats or something like that. So the Angels have taken the field. It's Buck Rogers catching McLaughlin. And we are glad to have you here on this beautiful Thursday morning. Trying to keep things straight here. And leading it off for the Chicago White Sox is Angel Bravo. That's just an awesome technology that we have here in the 2020s compared to when I played in the 70s, early 70s. Here's McLaughlin. He's ready for Bravo. Bravo is a left-handed hitter. McLaughlin, the windup and the pitch. That's 3-9. He grounds it to third. That's for Rodriguez. He's got it. He throws it to Spencer. 1 away, and we are underway here at the Big A. And here's Louis Aparicio. McLaughlin. He's ready. Here's the pitch to Aparicio. That's 3-7 right-handed. It's a fly ball to left for Reichart. Reichart is under it. He makes the catch. That's 2 away here in the top of the first. We have seeing who Kathy Harden for the Angels. Playgirl had him as one of the baseball's sexiest players. We will check him out. We will check him out. I guess when he comes up, we'll check him out, okay? 2 outs, nobody on, just underway here at the Big A. Walt Williams now. Holy cow, Buck Rogers, manager in 1987. Wow. Okay, McLaughlin. And the pitch to Williams. 2-8, right-handed, popped it up to short. For Fregosi, he makes the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jim McLaughlin. After a half, it's Chicago nothing, and California coming up here on the Strat-O-Matic. He's still alive. Whoa. Still alive. Rogers caught Belinsky's no-hitter. Oh, well, that was a famous no-hitter. Was that in 62? Okay. I thought that was in 61, but I guess I could be wrong. White Sox take the field. Billy Wynn with 4 wins. Sandy Alomar will lead it off here for the Angels in the bottom of the first. Wynn is ready. Here's the pitch to Alomar. That's 3-7 right-handed. He grounds it back to Wynn. And he throws it to Hopkins, 1 out. Now Jim Spencer, left-handed hitter. I guess it was 62. 6 triples. That's a lot for a catcher. It's almost a lot for anybody. White Sox won this game in real world 4-1. And the pitch to Spencer. That's 1-7 right-handed. He grounds it to second for Knopp, who fields it on 1 hop and throws it over to Hopkins for 2 away here in the Angels' bottom of the first, and it's Jim Fregosi. The pitch to Fregosi. That's 4-6 right-handed, and that's a fly ball to left. Going for it is Christian, and he makes the catch. And the side is retired. It was a 4-6 right-handed, double 1 to 4. It's a fly ball left. So that's a 1-2-3 for Billy Wynn. Both pitchers, 1-2-3 in the first. After 1, no score. And we head to the top of the second here. McLaughlin on the mound. Retired the White Sox in order in the first. He'll face Melton to start it off here in the top of the second. Okay, McLaughlin is set. Here's the windup and the pitch to Bill Melton. That's 3-7 right-handed. That's going to be a double down the line for Melton. A leadoff double. A 3-7 double, 1-11. It was a 5. Joe Cleary, how goes the stroke? We're doing good here. We're doing good here, Joe. Thanks to Rhodes Scholar, Buck Rogers would have been a nameless player for the catcher, but Rhodes Scholar has afforded me the card of Buck Rogers. So it's just so things, it's when things fall into place is so nice. So we have Buck Rogers catching McLaughlin. And he's a 2. He's a 2-0 E6. He's no slouch behind the plate. And Melton has led off with a double here in the top of the second. And that's going to bring up Gale Hopkins. And we hope you're doing good, Joe. Oh, yeah, right. Buck Rogers, absolutely. Okay, you're at work. All righty. Here's McLaughlin now. And the pitch to Hopkins. That's 1-8 right-handed. It's grounded back to McLaughlin. Holds Melton, throws to first, one away. Melton remains on second base. And here's Bob Christian with one out. And Melton on second base. McLaughlin now from the stretch. And the pitch to Christian. 6-8 right-handed. And that is a grounder to third. Fielded by Rodriguez. And he throws it over to Spencer at first for the second out. Melton holds. Flash Gordon. Yeah, Buck Rogers. That's 6-8 right-handed. 2 down now for Ed Herman, a clutch situation, left-handed hitter, with Melton on second. McLaughlin trying to get out of this. Oh. Here's McLaughlin now. The pitch to Herman. That's 3-7 right-handed, and it's a fly ball to right field. Under it is Voss. He makes the catch, and the side is out. So it's no runs. The leadoff double by Milton left on base. We're in the middle of the second. It's a scoreless ball game. Well, here comes the prankster, Jay Johnstone. Kathy Harden for the Angels. Angels were close to 500 baseball much of the spring, and then they tailed off. They are now 12 games under 500 in third place in the West. Okay, Win is ready. Here's the windup. The pitch to Johnstone. That's 4-5 left-handed. Grounds it to first for Hopkins. And he'll take it himself to the bag, one away. Here's Rick Reichart. Kurt Miller notes that Rogers managed the Expos in 1985. Okay, Reichert in the batter's box. Here's Win. And the pitch to Reichart. 4-11 right-handed. And that's going to be a liner to short caught by Aparicio for the second out. It was 4-11 right-handed, single 1-9. And that's 2 outs. Here's Bill Voss. Win is set, and the pitch. That's 6-6 left-handed, and that's going to be that's a re-roll on the 20 die. 6-6 double one. It is a base hit. So there's the first hit for the Angels. A 2-out single by Bill Voss. Voss on first, 2 down, and here's Rodriguez, the Angels' third baseman. Win from the stretch. And the pitch to Rodriguez. That's 1-2 right-handed, and taps it back to Wynn. Wynn fields it and throws to Hopkins, and the side is retired. No runs. One hit, the single by Voss. He was left on. We've gone 2, and it's a scoreless game. Wow. He notes the 87 Expos won 91 games, and Rogers was manager of the year. Bobby Knopp to lead it off here for the White Sox at the top of the third. No score here after 2. Okay, McLaughlin is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Knopp. That's 1-7 right-handed. And that is a liner to short caught by Fregosi. 1 down. 1-7 against the right-hander. Single 1-7. It was a 15. Here's Billy Wynn now. His first plate appearance. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, Lord. Oh. Okay, McLaughlin. The windup and the pitch to Wynn. That's 1-5, and he struck him out. First strikeout by McLaughlin. 2 down, top of the third. And Angel Bravo for the White Sox. He grounded to third in the first. Oh. Ah, that's good coffee. Ah. Here's the pitch from McLaughlin. That's 5-10, left-handed, grounds to short X. That's our first X. That's Fregosi, 222. 16-2, that's a G1. E22, that's 6-11-14. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. Nice play by Fregosi at short. It's another 1-2-3 for McLaughlin. I want to talk about McLaughlin and his sad ending. Kurt Miller, he died very young. I think it was after he retired. I could be wrong, but it was a cancer. We're moving to the bottom of the third, and it's going to be Buck Rogers now. Facing Billy Wynn. Buck Rogers, one of those rare switch hitting, I think they're rare. I know Bob Didier is a switch hitting catcher. Buck Rogers is a switch hitting catcher. Will bat left against Wynn, even though he doesn't look quite as good there against left-handers. But you have to have him bat left. Okay, Billy Wynn with Buck Rogers leading it off. Switch hitter batting left against Wynn. Here's the windup. And the pitch from Wynn. It's a 2-10. And he struck him out. Against the right-hander, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have been looking here anyway. 2-10, he grounds it back to Wynn. And Wynn throws it over to Spencer for the out. He's against the right-hander. That's against lefties, yeah, when he's batting right-handed. I'm so sorry. It was a 2-10 ground out to Wynn, and it's one away. Courtesy of Road Scholar there. Kurt Miller notes that Angel Bravo spent 18 seasons in Venezuela. He is still the all-time leader in hits, triples, and stolen bases in Venezuela. I guess that's in a particular league, a particular Venezuelan league. It's one out, nobody on. Here's McLaughlin now. Facing Wynn. No score here. McLaughlin steps in. He's a 1 WR. Here's Wynn now. The windup and the pitch to McLaughlin. That is 1-9, and he struck him out. That's the first strikeout for Wynn. 2 down for Sandy Alomar, who tapped back to Wynn in the first. Oh. Beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic. 1969 baseball. Okay, Wynn is set. Here's the windup and the pitch to Alomar. 3-10 right-handed as a base hit by Alomar. Second hit allowed by Wynn, both singles. Alomar on first being held 1-14 with Herman. And here's Jim Spencer. Alomar on first. He's an A, so he's being held. He's a 1-13 +1 with Herman, 1-14. 2 outs with Spencer at the plate. Here's Wynn now. And the pitch to Spencer. There goes Spencer. Oh my, and he's safe. Spencer, with 2 outs, gets the green light to steal. And that would put, Alomar. That puts Spencer now in a clutch situation to knock him home. Oh, Spencer, I wrote Spencer. My God. Not that it matters. I don't keep stolen bases anyway. So Alomar is on second, and Spencer's still at the plate in a clutch situation now. Okay, Wynn from the stretch. And the pitch to Spencer. That's 6-7, left-handed, walked him. So that'll be first and second, and now Jim Fregosi in the clutch situation. Yeah, McLaughlin died at 32, 2 days before Christmas in 1975 of leukemia. I assume he was an active player. Isn't that freaking sad, Kurt Miller? So the Angels have something going here, first and second with 2 outs, and it's up to Jim Fregosi there. Good hitting shortstop. He made the All-Star game, by the way. In 69. I think he was the leadoff batter. I could be wrong. Two outs, it's first and second. Wynn trying to get out of this. Here's the pitch to Fregosi. That's 3-9, and he struck him out. Oh, that was a big one by Billy Wynn. 3-9 got him swinging. 3-9 right-handed. And that will retire the side. No runs. 1 hit, the walk, the stolen base, both left on. We've gone 3, and we've got a very, very nice scoreless ball game here at the Big A. And my name is Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. We'll get back to the game in just a couple minutes. Woo, yes we will. We're scoreless here at the Big A, folks. Final game of a 4-game series. Chicago has taken 2 of 3. McLaughlin liked John Wayne and country music. Okay. I guess we would say he was one hell of a pitcher. A great pitcher, we could say. I mean, he was 8-16 with good ERA, good hit ratio, and I bet you he was great in the minors and in high school and/or college. I bet you he was just amazing. We'll be back in just a couple minutes here. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. That is very, very, very good coffee. Oh, I love that coffee. Kurt Miller notes that McLaughlin replaced Dean Chance in the 4th inning of the '66 All-Star game. Wow. Lord. I didn't even know he was pitching back then. And I don't even know where you pick all this up, Kurt Miller. I don't know how you can pull such an arcane piece of information like that. I have 9:10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And I am broadcasting from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. On behalf of the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we welcome you here. We hope you'll subscribe, like our broadcasts, and participate in the live chat. If you'd rather not, that's fine too. And we're going to get back to this ball game. We're at the Big A. And Jim McLaughlin comes out. He's handled these White Sox rather well in the first 3 innings. Leading it off will be, he faced 6 batters, 4 of them getting back to McLaughlin coming in for Dean Chance in the 4th inning of the '66 All-Star team, faced 6 batters. 4 were future Hall of Famers. That's no surprise to me. Here's Louis Aparicio. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know who they were. My guess would be Brock, Mays, Aaron, maybe. No idea. I bet you one of them was one of the hitters. Aparicio flew to left in the first. This has turned out to be not such a bad ball game. After all, sometimes these snoozers are good games. Here's McLaughlin now. The windup and the pitch to Aparicio. That is a 5-12. Right-handed, grounds to first X. That will be for Spencer at 214. He's good. That'll be 15-2, a G1. Spencer E14. That's 11-15. And he takes it to the bag. One away. For Walt Williams. Williams popped to short. We're in the top of the fourth. It's a scoreless ball game. Final game of this 4-game series. It's September 7. You could always get the date here. In our 1969 replay. Okay, Williams at the plate. Here's McLaughlin. That's 6-10. Right-handed. It's a fly ball to center. Under it is Johnstone, and without fanfare, without mockery or pranks, he makes the catch. 2 outs. Any of you know good stories about Jay Johnstone and his pranks? He was a prankster. He used to play tricks on people in the clubhouse, all sorts of things. 6'10", right-handed, fly ball center. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Here's Bill Melton. It's online. You can read some of them. Melton has the only hit for the White Sox today. He led off the second with a double, left on. Here's McLaughlin. And the pitch to Melton. That's 2-4 right-handed, popped it up to short. And Fregosi is under it, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3, and that's 9 in a row for McLaughlin. And we'll head to the bottom of the fourth now. Billy Wynn for the White Sox on the mound. Johnstone will lead it off. Here's Jay Johnstone. He grounded to first in the second. We're in a scoreless ball game. Here's Wynn now. And the pitch to Johnstone. That's 3-6, right-handed, and it's a base hit for Johnstone, leading it off. A 3-6, right-handed. Johnstone has good speed. He's on first. Reichard is the batter. On June 30, 1970, McLaughlin pitched the first game at the new Riverfront in front of 51,000. It didn't go well. It gave up 6 runs in 2 innings. And this is from Jay is dancing off first. Kathy Harden notes, and he's referring to McLaughlin. So yeah, McLaughlin was traded to the Reds. I think so. And are you telling me Riverfront opened up after in June? and they played in Crosley until then. That's wild. Jay Johnstone doing a little two-step on first base. Reichert at the plate. Here's Wynn now. And the pitch to Reichert. That's 4-6 right-handed, and that is a fly ball to left. Running for it is Christian, and Christian makes the catch. A good catch by Christian on a 4-6 right-handed. Johnstone holds. And here's Bill Voss, left-handed hitter. Here's Wynn now from the stretch. Pitch to Voss. That's 3-8 right-handed. Grounds it to first. Hopkins steps on the bag, throws to Knopp at second for an inning-ending double play. And you can score that any way you want. Doesn't matter. Again, it was a 3-8 right-handed. Ground ball first A. And that will retire the side. We've gone 4. We're in a pitcher's duel here. He was 11-4 at the 70 break, but a knee injury kept him out. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I remember he was on the Reds. I'm pretty sure he was on the Reds. It's all coming back to me now. Here's Gale Hopkins to lead off the top of the 5th. It's a scoreless ball game. Hopkins, left-handed hitter. Here's McLaughlin. And the pitch to Hopkins. That's 1-7 right-handed. Fly ball center to center. Johnstone prancing for it, and he makes the catch. 1 away. A 1-7 right-handed. Now Bob Christian. Christian had 129 at-bats all season. He gets a start today. McLaughlin gets the sign from Rogers. Oh, my Lord. Here's the pitch to Christian. That's 1-5 right-handed, and that's a base hit by Christian. And he's got decent speed. Christian singles off McLaughlin here with 1 out in the top of the 5th on a 1-5 right-handed. Single to left, Reichert throws it in. He's a 1-14 running. And Big Ed Herman will come in. Kurt Miller notes that in August of 1970, I assume, he suffered a hairline fracture of his temple from a comebacker. God. Any of you remember the hit that John Matlock took? It was like 72, 71 on a comebacker. John Matlock, when he was pitching for the Mets, he was a good pitcher. Here's Ed Herman now. Christian on first, 1 down. McLaughlin from the stretch. And the pitch to Herman. That is 2-9. Right-handed. He grounds it to second. Alomar steps on the bag. No play at first. So it'll be 2 outs, and Herman is on first here. On a 2-9 right-handed ground ball second B. And here's Bobby Knopp with 2 outs and Herman on first. Herman popped to short in the third. McLaughlin. The pitch to Knopp. That's 5-6 right-handed. Fly ball center field for John Stone. Dancing over to make the catch. And the side is retired on a 5-6 right-handed. Wow. No runs for the White Sox. 1 hit, 1 left. Middle of the fifth. It's still a scoreless ball game. Kurt Miller notes that McLaughlin lost 4 games in August, I am assuming in this 1970 year, but came back to win 3 in September, giving him a career-best 14 wins for the season. They had McLaughlin. They had Jim Merritt. They had Gary Nolan. This was the pitching staff of the Big Red Machine. I'm not sure who else they had. Here's Billy Wynn. I could think about it. I know Merritt won 20 and an ERA over 4, as I recall. Here's Aurelio Rodriguez leading it off. Buck Rogers is on deck. And then it will be McLaughlin. Bottom of the fifth, no score here. Oh, that's some good frickin' coffee. Oh, my Lord. Okay, Wynn is ready. The pitch to Rodriguez. That's 4-11 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Rodriguez. A leadoff single here. In the bottom of the fifth, Rodriguez, Kathy Harden for the Angels. A 4-11 right-handed, single 1-9, just past Aparicio. Rodriguez on first. And here comes Buck Rogers up to the plate. Switch hitter batting left against Wynn. He's a D-bunter. Okay, here's Wynn now from the stretch. And the pitch to Buck Rogers. That's 2-4 against a right-hander, and he lines it. Oh, wait a minute. That is a ballpark effect. That is a frickin' ballpark effect. To see if that goes through. For a single, let's see it now. Rogers, switch hitter, batting left-handed. And we are in the Big A, left-handed. I like these. This will be a single 1-11. Line out second, the rest. Oh, what a catch by the second baseman, Bobby Knopp. And it's 2 outs. I think it's 1 out. What a catch. It was in California here against a left-handed hitter. You see, he's hitting left-handed switch hitter against the right-hander. Single 1-11. It was a 12, my goodness. Caught by Knopp, 1 out. That was well hit, though. Oh, my, oh, my. Yes, the handiwork. Yeah, the Reds swept the Pirates in that playoffs. Whoa, so it's 1 out, and here's McLaughlin with Rodriguez on first. McLaughlin struck out in the third. Here's Billy Wynn now. And the pitch to McLaughlin. That is a 3-9. Grounder to third. Melton has it, throws to Knopp at second, and then over to Hopkins at first for the double play. And the side is retired. No runs, one hit, the leadoff single by Rodriguez. We are in some kind of pitching duel here. It was 3-9, ground ball third A. After 5, it's scoreless here at the big A. And we just might as well give you an update on the standings in our league while we have a minute between innings. This is real time. In the National League, after the Pirates beat the Cubs in that 10-inning game, 4-3. Now they have a 4-game lead over St. Louis. Atlanta, 5.5 over the Giants. My goodness. It's all cooked up in the AL, as you can see. Yeah. Kurt Miller notes McLaughlin started game 2 of the 70s series. They lost 6-4, and the series they lost 4-1. I remember in game 4, Lee May hit the home run. I don't know if it was a walk-off or what, but Lee May hit the home run to prevent a sweep. Jim McLaughlin takes the mound to pitch the top of the 6th here in what has become a very, very pitcher's duel. And Kathy Harden notes Johnstone might have to pull some sort of prank to get the team going. You bet. You bet. And Charles Caracciolo says this might already have been covered here, but the Aurelio trifecta of Major League Baseball is the most unbelievable coincidence I've ever heard in sports history. And I'm going to have to find out what that is. I'm going to have to learn what that is. Hopefully from Charles he'll clarify. I love coincidences. There have been 3 players in Major League Baseball history, this is from Charles, named Aurelio, 2 of whom played for the Tigers, and all 3 were killed in car crashes between the ages of 44 and 52. Aurelio Lopez, Aurelio Monteagudo, and Aurelio Rodriguez. Now that is pretty freaking wild. All 3 of them. Thank you, Charles. That's unbelievable. And Aurelio Rodriguez, I believe, was hit by a pedestrian, a drunk pedestrian, who had a suspended license. That is crazy, Charles. That is freaking mad. This is the first endurance inning for Jim McLaughlin, and Billy Wynn will hit to lead it off in a scoreless ball game here. Thanks for sharing that, Charles. I'll have to look at that. Okay, McLaughlin ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Wynn. That's 4-7, left-handed, struck him out. Second strikeout for McLaughlin. And here's Angel Bravo. Two of them played for the Tigers. That's crazy shit. Here's Angel Bravo, leadoff hitter, batting left-handed against McLaughlin. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Bravo. That's 112 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Fregosi. And he throws it to Spencer for the second out here. 112 right-handed. What pitching we have today. If you like pitching, this has been a good game for you. Here's Louis Aparicio. 0 for 2 today. Problem I have, Kathy, and I'm sorry to make the implicit explicit, I can't think of any pranks to broadcast that would be meaningful. I mean, you know. Here's McLaughlin and the pitch to Aparicio. 1-4 right-handed, fly ball right field. It's a can of corn for Bill Voss. On a 1-4 right-handed. He makes the catch and the side is out. Another 1-2-3 for McLaughlin. What a game. Who would have thought here? We skipped this game yesterday because I wanted to play Pittsburgh at Chicago. A rare thing that I do, and I'm meticulous about keeping track. And look at this game. Here's Billy Wynn now. His first endurance is in the 7th. It's going to be the top of the Angels' order. Sandy Alomar will lead it off. Alomar 1 for 2, singled, stole second, left on base in the 3rd. Here's Wynn into his windup, and the pitch to Alomar. What the hell is going on here? My big screen just went black. The hell? What the hell? My big screen just went black. Bear with me, folks. I hate when this bullshit doesn't work. You take it for granted. There's something going on here. It says 1 moment, please. God damn. Oh. Here we go. Jeffrey Guterman, YouTube. Little quirks go on with the technology sometimes, and you just don't know what it is. That's weird. There it goes. Okay, we're all set here. I'm so sorry, everybody. Sandy Alomar leading it off, bottom of the 6th, scoreless ball game. And here's Wynn. Again, his first enduring is the 7th. Here's the pitch to Alomar. That's 4-2. Switch hitter batting left, fly ball right. For Walt Williams, 1 out. Hitting all the right numbers. Wynn and McLaughlin. There's 1 down. Here's Spencer now. Grounded to second and walked. Wynn gets the sign from Herman. And the pitch. That's 4-12 left-handed. And that's going to be a liner to second. And Knott makes the catch. We ignore the first reading, I assume. In super advanced. Where the hell? Here it is. Yes, we use the second reading in italics. So it's 2 outs, and here's Fregosi, because that would have been a 4-12. Left-handed, lines to second. Here's Fregosi now, 2 outs, nobody on. Fregosi 0 for 2. So Charles Caracciolo has a sort of a memorial of these 3. It's quite a novelty. Yeah, the second reading. Yeah, we take the second reading, Charles. Thank you. Kurt Miller notes McLaughlin was traded to the White Sox in '73. Here's Fregosi, 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the 6th, win on the mound. And the pitch to Fregosi. That's going to be 1-9, right-handed, grounds it to second for Knopp. And he throws it over to Hopkins at first, and it's a 1-2-3 for Billy Wins. So we've gone 6 innings here at the Big A, and we've got a big scoreless ball game here. It's been some kind of frickin' game. Let's take a little break here. I'm Jeffrey Guterman. We got things set up here again on the big screen. Indeed, Kathy Harden. Indeed, what a game. Very nice, relaxing ball game here. And I'll be back in about 3 minutes, folks. I'm gonna just get some fresh air. Kurt Miller notes that McLaughlin is pitching a two-hitter through 6, a two-hit shutout. Wynn has allowed 4 hits, all singles. Get ready to get back to this ball game. I have one real solid cup left in the coffee pot. One real good one. Yeah, this one's to the last drop. Wow. Nothing left in the pot. And maybe this cup will last us through the game. It would be nice if I can start rationing these pots by games, 1 pot a game, and then I can play another game. I remember, Kurt Miller, I remember that. I remember when Bill Melton won the home run title with 33 home runs. I thought it was probably 71. And I thought to myself, wow, that's not a lot of home runs to lead. But that was it. I remember that very well. We are back in Studio B here in Fort Lauderdale, broadcasting to the Big A, the final game of this series. Angels looking for a split. This is the 4th of a 4. September 7, 1969. It will be McLaughlin with a 2-hit shutout thus far. Both pitchers throwing shutout baseball. This will be McLaughlin's second endurance inning. It will be Williams to lead it off. Pot number 1 was good to the last drop indeed, and we hope this lasts us. Okay, Melton replaced, I did not know that, Pete Ward. He's still on the team, Ward, left-handed hitter, I believe. Here comes Williams to lead it off, top of the 7th in a pitcher's duel. Oh, that's good coffee. Here's McLaughlin now. The windup and the pitch to Williams. That's 310 right-handed, and it's a base hit to left. Thrown in by Reichert. Williams is on first to lead it off. Here's Big Bill Melton now. McLaughlin from the stretch. He broke his nose on a routine pop-up. What a fluke, Kurt Miller notes about Bill Melton. Here's McLaughlin. From the stretch, the pitch to Melton. That's 1-6 right-handed. He walked him. So McLaughlin one hit or walk away from fatigue here in the 7th. Fisher pitched in real world. No reason why we wouldn't use him. We could use Tatum, though. Their ace. Tatum, a right-hander. Fisher, also a right-hander. I think we'll go with Fisher to start here, warming. He was moved to right. Lord, I didn't know that. First and second, nobody outs. McLaughlin in trouble here in the 7th for the first time, really. He did have, Melton did double to lead off the second he got out of it. Here's McLaughlin from the stretch, and the pitch to Hopkins. That's 2-9 right-handed. Oh, there's the money. It's a base hit for Hopkins. Williams will score the first run, and Rigney is coming out. I assume he was the manager. The White Sox score their first run, and they take a 1-0 lead. Let's look at that again. It was 2-9 right-handed, triple 1-3. It's a base hit. Oops. A base hit, 2 asterisks. Melton goes to third. It's first and third. Still nobody out. Rigney out there talking, and that's going to be it for McLaughlin. I'm going to bring Tatum in because I could, not Tatum, Fisher. For 2 reasons. He pitched in real world, and it's still relatively early in this game. They may have to hit for Fisher. And if they have to hit for him next inning, they have a good inning. If they do. So it's first and third, no outs, with Bob Christian coming in, and Eddie Fisher comes in to take his warm-ups. That's it. Isn't that something, how quickly a McLaughlin can become fatigued? He ended up pitching 6 innings, has not retired a batter here. He had a two hitter through 6. He has allowed 4 in total. He walked 1, struck out 2, and has allowed 1 run thus far. He's responsible for first and third. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Kurt Miller? Now, there must have been some people, Harold Bain probably broke that record. God, 154 is the most lifetime homers. Eddie Fisher taking his warm-ups, getting ready to face Bob Christian. Here's Fisher now. He's ready. And Bob Christian steps in the batter's box. It's first and third, nobody out. The infield is back. That has to be that record has to be have been broken, Kurt Miller. Yes. Okay, Fisher is ready. First and third, nobody out. Here's Fisher on the pitch to Christian. That's 6-9 right-handed. There it is. A double down the line. Melton scores. Hopkins goes to third. Let's see if he'll stretch it. It's 2-0 now. It was a 6-9 right-handed. Hopkins rounding third, 1-9. My Jesus, he'll hold. So it is second and third, nobody out for Ed Herman. White Sox coming through here in the 7th with 2 runs, both charged to McLaughlin. A single, a walk, a single, and then Fisher comes in, the big double by Christian. Ed Herman, left-handed hitter. Second and third, nobody out. The pitch from Fisher, 5-9, left-handed. Fly ball left. This will be deep enough for Hopkins to tag. Reichart makes the catch. And Hopkins comes in with the third run, all charged to McLaughlin. So how quickly things can turn around here. It was a 5-9 left-handed. There it is, fly ball left B. Oh, yeah, Kathy Harden. Isn't that something? Nothing's going our way. Here's Bobby Knopp. It's 1 out, Christian on second here. 3 big runs for the White Sox. Looking to take 3 of 4 in the series. Here's Fisher. And the pitch. That's 4-11 right-handed. And that is a liner to short caught by Fregosi, 2 away. And Billy Wynn comes up, the pitcher, the winner of record now. Maybe Rigney should have brought in Tatum, but he was looking ahead. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh, God. 2 outs now, Christian on second. 3 runs in. And the pitch to Wynn. 6-12 left-handed, grounds to first X. Haven't had many X's today. That's going to be for Spencer, 214, 7-2, G2, E14. 4-8-11, E14, and he takes it to the bag and the side is retired, but the damage is done. 3 big runs for the Chi Sox here in the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch, and now we head to the bottom of the 7th. And here's Jay Johnstone. 1 for 2 today. Wow. Frank Thomas. Okay, yeah, of course. Frank Thomas, 448. Oh. Okay, Wynn. Facing Johnstone, 3-0 White Sox now. Here's the pitch to Johnstone. That's 6-9 left-handed, and that is a double down the line for Johnstone. His second of the ball game. Second hit of the ball game. This is Wynn's first endurance inning. Rick Reichert steps in. He's 0 for 2. Here's Wynn. The pitch to Reichert. 3-7 right-handed, grounds it back to Wynn. He holds Johnstone, throws it to first, 1 away. Now Bill Voss. Voss 1 for 2. Okay, Wynn now, trying to keep the shutout and the lead. Here's the pitch to Voss. 1-5 right-handed, struck him out. And that is the 3rd strikeout for Wynn. A big strikeout, 2 away for Aurelio Rodriguez. 1 for 2. Clutch situation for Rodriguez. Wynn put some spin on that for sure. I see what you did there. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. That's 2-7 right-handed, grounds it to second for Knopp. Throws to Hopkins and the side is retired. So it's no runs. The leadoff double by Johnstone left on base. We've gone 7. Here's Eddie Fisher in for his second inning of relief. His endurance is 3. Angel Bravo. Joe Jackson, 340, absolutely. And Steve Aquilung has arrived. That makes a lot of sense, 340. I wonder who has most wins lifetime. Early win? I mean, I don't know. Was he on the White Sox? I don't know. Okay, Bravo, top of the order, 0 for 3 today. Here's Fisher now. And the pitch to Bravo. That's 3-7 right-handed. Grounds it to short for Fregosi. Over to Spencer for the first out. Bravo 0 for 4 today. Now Aparicio 0 for 3. All right, Fisher now. The pitch to Aparicio. That's 2-5 right-handed, base hit for Louis. He's already, actually, he is a 1-13 stealing with Buck Rogers. Cacote, yeah, that makes sense, Steve. If he had enough, I don't know. He may not have had a lot of wins, I don't know. I'm trying to think who was a big White Sox pitcher in history, and I'm being pressed to even, all I can think, I guess Early Wynn was not on the team. I guess he's on a different team. God, I can't even imagine who. Gary Peters, Christ, I can't even think of it. Okay, here's Williams 1 for 3. It's Aparicio being held on first, 1 out. Ted Lyons won 260, Wynn 1 more. He was with Cleveland, you see? I knew there was something going on there. Ted Lyons. Here's the pitch from Fisher. That is 6-7 right-handed. That is a grounder to second X. And that will be for Alomar 325. That's 13-3. It's a G2 E25. 5-11-13 E25, and he throws him out with a runner on first. A G2 will be a force. They force Aparicio. No play at first, 2 outs with Walt Williams on first, and here's Bill Melton now. Red Faber had 254 wins. Boy, he must go back. Yeah, I think Cacote, his career was cut short. He's in our 1911 replay. I think he's on a different team, though. Walt Williams on first, 2 outs here. Melton 1 for 2, doubled and walked and scored. Let's see what Steve Aquilung is asking. I always appreciate questions about the game. I do have why not just roll the 4 dice for an X play? Then you wouldn't have to write down the G1, G2. Well, I have to write down the G1, G2 stuff well, you're right. Let me just see. I like to write it down, okay? Because I could forget it even if I rolled all the dice. Do you know what I'm saying? But I will try it. Next one, I will try rolling all 4, Steve. It's a good question. But I still want to write it down. I hope you understand. because I can, you want to talk about my short-term memory, my God. It's like I want to be done with the range, have it recorded, you know. So here's Bill Melton. We'll try it on the next one here. And if it feels good, I'll do it. Always looking for constructive suggestions. Melton, 2 outs, Williams on first. Here's the pitch from Fisher. That's going to be 3-7 right-handed. Oh, that is a base hit for Melton. Williams goes to third. It was a single, 2 asterisks. That might be a good move, Steve, but I'll still write it down. That might be a good idea. Here's Gale Hopkins now, 2 outs, first and third. Fisher in his second inning. I'm going to definitely try Steve's suggestion. Here's Hopkins. Fisher trying to get out of this, and the pitch to Hopkins. That's going to be 6-5 left-handed here, and he struck him out. I thought I had a chance to do that. First strikeout for Fisher. The side is retired, no runs, 2 hits, and 1-2 left. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's a real close call with the coffee. Thanks for that tip there, Steve Aquilong. It's going to be Buck Rogers leading it off here. Billy Wynn now is the story. He is throwing a 5-hit shutout through 7, and he is in his second endurance inning. And you know what? We're out of frickin' coffee. It will make a difference. It will make a difference, Steve, because we won't have to do it twice. And the other good thing is if you do it all at once, the 20 die will be visible in case I need it for reference if I lose track. But I'm still going to write it down. Still going to write it down. Folks, I hate to tell you this, but I need to make some coffee. I almost made it through this game with 1 pot and just missed it. I went as far as 7.5 innings. It's a great ball game. And yeah, Kathy, do you object? You say no coffee? Okay, let me try to rough it out. Kathy, trying to give me some help here. Let me try to do it without the coffee. All right. Buck Rogers will lead it off. Against Billy Wynn, Rogers switch hitter batting left. Here's Wynn now. And the pitch to Rogers. That is 6-12. Switch hitter batting left. It's a ground ball, pitcher X. Here we're going to get a chance for it. It's a 6-12 left-handed. The thing is, I don't want to go, here's the thing I see now. I don't want to go through and use these dice because it was the roll before. You see what I'm saying? And I hope you don't mind if I take a little time. So what I will do this one time at least as a thing is you roll the whole thing once. But you see, and we will not use the 20 die, the existing 20 die. Okay, we'll roll the whole thing once. You're still having to do another roll. You see, and do you understand my philosophy? I don't want the X chance to be connected and tied to these 3. I want it to be on its own merit. Do you follow what I'm saying? So it still is another roll. Let's do it anyway. Ground ball pitcher X to win. Win is a 3-0. That's going to be 14-3. It might be easier just to do it this way, though. It's a G2, and now we don't have to roll here. It's going to be a 5-8-11-0. So that's going to be, oh, he's an E11. He's an E0. That's going to be a clean G2 to lead it off. He's going to ground out. One away for Buck Rogers grounding out. So I think I like it. I like it, Steve. I'm going to try it. I'm going to go with it. There's going to be a hitter for Fisher now. And if you're looking ahead to the top of the ninth, it will be Christian Herman and Knopp. Fisher pitched 2 innings. I kind of like it your way. And that's what we do. We trade tips. He allowed no earned runs. He did allow the double to bring in the first run. So Steve and I are on the same. Oh yeah, I think I drink more coffee than anybody, Kurt Miller. Oh yeah. I think I also smoke more weed than anybody. No doubt about it. I'm not sure that's a something I want. There's going to be a hitter here. It's 3-0. We're going without coffee here. Bubba Morton pinch hit in Real World, I believe. At least he played. I don't remember seeing him. He's about as good as anybody on this bench. And it will be Bubba coming in to hit. Wait, what am I doing here? Where did Win go? Oh, here he is. Oh, you think so? Maybe Steve Aquilung. I don't go by cups, though, Steve. I go by pots. But it's going to be Bubba Morton. Let's see who's coming in next inning. I could bring Tatum in, but it's 3-0. So I'm going to bring in Clyde Wright. If it's okay with all of you. He's been a while. Clyde Wright will be the new pitcher. I believe he is a left-hander. Clyde Wright warming. They'll pitch the top of the ninth. We're going without coffee here. And here's Bubba Morton, 1 out. Nobody on. White Sox leading 3-0. Here's Bubba now. Well, you know, I want to tell you something, Steve. If you look at the size of a cup in a coffee pot, yeah, that's not a cup. And I don't even think that's a measuring cup, like the actual measure of a cup. It's like a sip. Okay, here's Win now, facing Bubba. The windup and the pitch to Morton. That's 2-8. Right-handed, grounds it to second for Knopp, 2 away. And here's Sandy Alomar, 1 for 3. I mean, think about it. Look at your coffee. If you have a coffee maker, look at what the 1 cup is. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's like a teacup, a little cup. That's a frickin', it's about 2 sips, 3 sips, 2 sips for me. I could gulp one of those in 1 sip. 2 outs, nobody on. Alomar, 1 for 3. Here's Billy Wynn. So we're on to a new system of fresh rolls. Immediate fresh rolls on X chances. And we're going to go with that. It might be a little uncomfortable at first, but we'll go with it for a while and see if it works for us. Here's the pitch. I think it will. Here's the pitch to Alomar. That is 2-8 right-handed. Grounds it to first for Hopkins, and he takes it to the bag. We're heading to the top of the ninth. I might be able to get through this game with one pot already in my belly. It's 3-0 White Sox. Oh, and we're heading to the top of the ninth. Here's Clyde Wright now. Third pitcher for the California Angels. That's a tough series. Angels on the verge of losing 3 of 4 in this 4-game series. Wright is ready. Bob Christian will lead it off. He's 2 for 3. He singled and doubled. It was the big double that brought home 2 runs. 1 run. And if you're looking ahead, it'll be Spencer Fregosi and John Stone. In the bottom of the ninth. Here's Clyde Wright now. The pitch to Christian. 5-7 right-handed, walked him. Christian is on. Here's Ed Herman now. Herman 0 for 2, reached on a force and had the sacrifice fly that brought home the 3rd run. Right from the stretch, the pitch to Herman. That's 2-11 left-handed. It's a base hit to left. Christian, 1-14. 1-15, they'll let him go. I guess they'll let him go. In fact, I'm going to redo that. I'm going to hold him. That's always a tough call when you're doing solo, and that's still something. But being on my, wearing my White Sox managerial hat, will hold Christian at second with a 3-0 lead, first and second, no outs. That's always a tough call. Here's Bobby Knock. It was 1-15. That's not, you'd be surprised how you can get that out. Okay, Knopp 0 for 3. First and second, nobody out. Right from the stretch. That's 6-7 right-handed. Grounds it to second X. Here we go. That's going to be Alomar 325-12. It's actually easier, I think, in a way. 325, that's going to be a 12-3 G2. And we just go 6-12-13 on an E25. 13 E20. Wait a minute. 6-12-13. On an E25, and it's going to be a clean G2 with first and second, and that will be a forcing Herman at second, and Christian goes to third. So he goes to third anyway. So it's first and third, 1 out, and here's Billy Wynn now. He's 0 for 3, infield back. Here's Wright now. And the pitch to Wynn. That's 2-9, grounds it to first, and it is a double play. Beautiful play, Spencer stepping on the bag and throwing it to Alomar. And the side is retired. It was a 2-9 ground ball first day. We're heading to the bottom of the ninth. I think I did it, Kathy. No runs. 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 left on. And here's Billy Wynn, the big story today. Kathy Harden, the eternal optimist, I don't know, but she's rooting for the Angels. They're down by 3, bottom of the ninth. Wynn has gone all the frickin' way. He has allowed 5 hits, 4 singles and a double. He's walked 1. Pitching shutout baseball. It will be Spencer Fregosi and John Stone. Wynn taking his warm-ups. I think I'm going to like that, Steve Aquilung. I'm sorry to keep talking about it, but I think I'm going to like your proposal, but I still want to write that down. I hope you understand that. Takes no time. Otherwise, I have to keep that in my head. You know. Okay, here's Jim Spencer now. 0 for 2 and a walk. White Sox down, leading 3-0. Here's Wynn. The windup and the pitch to Spencer. That is 2-6, right-handed. Struck him out. 1 down. Here's Fregosi. That's true. Yeah, I mean, the reference list doesn't really, you know, all it shows you is how many there were really, but, you know. You don't write it down, Steve. Oh, well, you do advanced, which I'm jealous of in a way. It's so much easier. Here's Fregosi 0 for 3. Yeah. Here's Wynn now, the windup and the pitch to Fregosi. That's 5-9, right-handed. Struck him out. That's 2 this inning. On a 5-9 right-handed. Didn't have a good, great ratio, pretty average ratio. And the Angels down to their last out, and here's the prankster, Jay Johnstone. Johnstone 2 for 3 today. Wynn gets the sign from Herman, the windup. And the pitch to Johnstone. 6-6, left-handed, and that is a base hit by Johnstone, his 3rd of the game. His 3rd hit of the ball game. Johnstone 3 for 4. It was a 6-6 left-handed, and that'll bring Rijkaard up. It does help. I think it helps. I gives me an anchor. I can just go back to it when after I look at the error range, the error section. I can just refer to it. I got so many things in my mind. Okay, Rijkaard with 2 outs, and Johnstone On first, Win 1 out away. Win from the stretch. Reichard 0 for 3. And the pitch from Win. That's going to be 311 right-handed, and it's a fly ball to left. This is a can of corn. This should be the ball game. Under it is Christian, and he makes the catch. The White Sox win it 3-0, and they get some success for once. They win 3 of 4 in the series. It was a 3-0 complete game shutout by Billy Wynn. That was a 311 for Reichard, right. Wynn gets the win. What a game. It's his 5th of the season. 9 innings. 6 hits. He walked 1, struck out 5, 2 in the 9th, and a shutout. The loss goes to McLaughlin. Wright pitched 1 inning. The final line, White Sox 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Angels no runs, 6 hits, and no errors. I agree with you, Kurt Miller. I agree with you. The 3 ways, the basic, the advanced, Win wins for Sox. And the White Sox take 3 of 4 in the series. There's some, because they've had a miserable season. I think they're really underperforming, even though they were, I think they were not too good in real world. I haven't looked at their, to remind myself in a long time what the actual record was, but it wasn't good anyway. I think they came in 4th, but of course you had 2 expansion teams in that division. We also made an accomplishment by confining this game to 1 pot of coffee, which gives me an opportunity to play a second game this morning, maybe at 11 a.m., and do a pot there rather than the other stuff, because, you know, you limit yourself. If you're doing the other stuff early, you don't appreciate it as much, and other things. So that's the ball game. We moved to game 1648. And thank you again, Road Scholar. I don't know if you're still here. Haven't seen you in a bit. In the text for Buck Rogers card. Looking at our schedule, it's a good game. It's an important game on our September 7 schedule. It will be the Atlanta Braves at the Cincinnati Reds. And we use Baseball Reference, as you see. We skipped the current game we played. We skipped after the first game, Washington-Boston. We went ahead and played Pittsburgh at Chicago. I just didn't feel like it. I rarely do that. Now we just did this, and we'll get back on schedule doing Atlanta at Cincinnati. And as you see, Atlanta has, if you can see, a 5.5 game lead over the San Francisco Giants. So we'll get to that one. I want to thank everybody for being here. Kathy Harden, thank you. Kurt Miller, thank you. Steve Aqualong, of course, thank you, and thank you for that tip. Kurt Miller, thank you again to Rhodes Scholar for being here as usual. Stay strong, everybody. Stay well. Charles Caracciolo, he's at work. And I'll catch you all next time.